Tom hummed a cheerful tune as he strolled through the village, enjoying the warmth of the afternoon sun. Everything seemed peaceful, just like any other day. He was heading to meet his friend Maya by the well, but as he turned the corner, his blood ran cold. Lying in the middle of the path was a villager, his eyes staring blankly at the sky. Tom froze. He had never seen anyone dead before. His heart pounded in his chest, a drumbeat of fear against his ribs. The villager's face was contorted in a silent scream. His hand was outstretched, reaching for something Tom couldn't see. Tom's breath caught in his throat. He wanted to run, to scream for help, but his feet felt glued to the ground. He forced himself to take a step closer, his eyes widening in horror. Something terrible had happened here. He could feel it in his bones. The once familiar village now seemed menacing, the silence deafening. Where was everyone? What had happened to this man? A wave of nausea washed over Tom. He stumbled back, bumping into something solid. He whirled around, his heart threatening to leap out of his chest. But it was only a wooden cart. Relief, swift and fleeting, washed over him. He was alone, completely alone. He called out for Maya, his voice trembling. "Maya, where are you?" But only silence answered him. The village was eerily deserted. Houses stood with doors wide open as if abandoned in haste. Tools lay forgotten in the fields, and the marketplace was empty. A shiver ran down Tom's spine. Where could everyone be? He raced through the village, his fear growing with every passing second. He called out for his parents, his friends, anyone. But there was no response, only the echo of his own voice mocking him. The silence was more terrifying than any scream. The wind howled through the empty streets, carrying with it an unsettling chill. The sun, once a comforting presence, now cast long, eerie shadows that danced and twisted like phantoms. Tom's breath formed white puffs in the air, each one a testament to his growing terror. Tom's gaze fell upon the dark and forbidding forest that bordered the village. He had always been warned to stay away from its depths, but now desperation outweighed his fear. He had to find someone, anyone. With a deep breath, he plunged into the woods. The trees loomed over him, their branches intertwining to form a dense canopy that blocked out the sun. The air grew heavy with the scent of damp earth and decaying leaves. Strange noises echoed around him, sending shivers down his spine. He pushed forward, his heart pounding like a drum. As he ventured deeper, he noticed something strange. The shadows seemed to move, shifting and swirling around him as if alive. He could have sworn he saw a pair of glowing purple eyes watching him from the darkness. He stopped, holding his breath, listening intently. There it was again, a soft rustling sound, followed by the snapping of a twig. Something was out there, watching him. He spun around, his eyes scanning the undergrowth. And that's when he saw it, a tall, slender figure with long, spindly limbs. It was an Enderman, its eyes glowing ominously in the gloom. Tom stared at the Enderman, his blood turning to ice. It stood motionless, its gaze fixed on him. He knew he should run, but his feet felt rooted to the spot. Slowly, the Enderman turned and melted back into the shadows, leaving Tom trembling in its wake. He had to find out what was going on. He had to find out what happened to his village. As he continued his journey, he began to notice signs of a struggle. Deep claw marks scarred the trunks of trees, and the ground was littered with broken weapons. He picked up a shattered sword, its blade still sharp. Whoever fought here, they fought with a ferocity that chilled him to the bone. He found footprints too, huge, clawed footprints that could have only been made by a creature of immense size and power. They led deeper into the forest, towards a dark and ominous cave hidden behind a curtain of vines. Tom hesitated. What lay within that cave? He knew he should turn back, but something drew him forward. A strange mixture of fear and curiosity propelled him towards the unknown. He pushed aside the vines and peered into the darkness, his heart pounding in his chest. A low growl echoed from within, sending shivers down his spine.